Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. This video will be the overview for Leo 2022. This will include sun, moon, and rising sign for Leo natives. This is my take on the energy and the astrology, and because of that, it may not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. In this particular video, I'm not going to talk much about Leo's traits or what it means to be a Leo or their likes, dislikes, their challenges, anything like that, because we have way too much to cover. 2022 is going to be a very busy and productive year for Leo. I will be covering your health, your wealth, your career, romance for both single and partnered Leo natives, as well as your travel and spiritual sectors. There is a timestamp below if you want to jump to a particular chapter. And I do offer personal readings if you want to know more. Obviously, this is just a broad reading and there's thousands and thousands of Leos out there. As I create these overview videos, I notice certain themes coming up. And when I went to look for the theme or the most important thing going on for Leo in 2022, I must say it's not one thing. It's several things. It's success, responsibility, relationships, and adventure are all going to be themes for you for this year. In 2022, you're tired of feeling stuck. You're tired of sitting at home. You're tired of feeling like life is passing you by. You crave new adventures. You want to explore, try new food, listen to new music, travel to new places, and of course, meet new people. You may also crave a new career or job change. You come to terms with your responsibilities as you have more success in your career, and this lessens some of the strain of the past few years. Relationships, past and present, become more important to you in 2022, and you become more optimistic in general. As you begin the year, you may be focused on external things, such as your career and finances, but as the year goes along, we're going to see you shift inward, and with that, you're going to shift to a more grateful state of mind too. Things are changing subtly, but they are becoming more positive. By the end of April, we see the energy around you is changing, you're much more lucky, and you begin a new expansive phase or cycle. You'll also be much more optimistic and cheerful as it feels now like things are finally starting to go your way, and you feel like you can let up on some of the stress of constantly trying to make things happen or push things forward. Things are working out in the way you want. Mars will retrograde in Gemini from October the 30th, 2022 to Friday the 13th, January 2023. And this will teach big lessons on managing emotions, especially anger, rage, and impatience. Other important lessons for Leo include how we communicate with the people around us, how we express ourselves in situations that aren't easy, and perhaps the need to control or micromanage situations will all be highlighted. Being reserved and calm, allowing situations to unfold and other people to have their own lessons without us interfering are going to be the best way to handle some of these lessons. And if you've already been working on these issues, then this will be a much easier cycle for you. So in other words, work on how you're handling and expressing those emotions. Venus in Sagittarius from November the 16th through December the 9th of 2022 will leave you feeling much more romantic as you are thinking about love, dating, and relationships. You will feel more adventurous and more confident, and this will ease you into the holiday season, feel much more optimistic and more festive too as we end the year. There are a total of 4 eclipses in 2022, and each brings a dynamic change. We will continue the Taurus-Scorpio axis that began in November of 2021, and I will break those down for you as 2 of them do fall into your love sector. Lucky Jupiter and deep Neptune connect once every 13 years, and there will be an upcoming conjunction on April the 8th of 2022. Because Jupiter and Neptune are both associated with cultural matters, we can expect changes in cultural issues, especially in the arts, music, cinema, and of course the internet. For Leos in those fields, it is actually a very good alignment, and you will be inspired, and you will also see your career soar as you start getting the notice and the attention finally for all your hard work. On the flip side, Leos involved with the government or as politicians may have some issues though, as this alignment highlights the loss of belief in government due to the pandemic and some other things. And because of this, people may no longer support the status quo. So you may have to readdress some issues from your past that come up as well if you're in the limelight. This year favors Leo if they have a plan and set goals overall. You will need to rethink your approach on work, and this year will offer you insights and ideas that can lead to long-term wealth and success. But I will cover that in the career and wealth sector. This is a year of inner knowledge, personal responsibility, and growth, Leo. It will be a good year. There will be challenges, of course, as always, but you're ready, and you're ready to get out of that rut. You feel stuck in life and you feel like you're just not living up to your potential or living your best Leo life. And I think that's going to change in 2022. Let's look at your health forecast. Honestly, Leo, it's time to invest in exercise equipment that you'll actually use. You need to set up a proper routine around self-care and stick to it. And that means more than just skincare. You need to set up a sleep schedule, exercise routine, and you need to make a commitment to eating healthy. You also need to slow down on the self-indulgence, whether that's drinking too much, smoking, or doing drugs. You need to stop self-medicating. Even though you're bored and even though it seems like it's fun at the time, you know it's really not, and it is taking a toll on your health. You will need self-care to lend you strength this year because life becomes more and more involved in 2020. You won't be having the downtime that you had in 2020 and 2021. You're going to be much more busy. You're going to be more social. You're going to be working more. You're going to be out there having adventures. The pace picks up. You'll feel more like socializing. You'll spend more time with your friends and your family, and you'll feel more like celebrating all the wins this year. The best way to do this is to stick to your health routine. This is year you finally take off that last 20 pounds you've been obsessing over, but only if you get serious and stick to a plan. Ceres is in your sign late July through September, and this will help you nurture yourself. You may want to take some time to treat yourself well, really work on the self-care, pamper yourself, and perhaps even go on holiday during this time. Although the first week of August is not the best time for you to travel. But other than that, July to September looks great. You are very generous with others, and it's great, but sometimes you don't always take care of yourself as much as you take care of other people, Leo. And it's not something that most people address. They would say that perhaps about a Cancer, but they don't really say that about Leo. I find Leos to also really want to take care of the people they love. So this is a time when you get serious about your health. This is a time when you start pampering yourself a little bit more, and you will see that your health and your stamina will increase and improve. And as it does, your confidence will also soar. And this will also lend you to feeling more like you got back on track. Overall, I don't see any major health crises if you can watch the stress level and you do take care of yourself. Let's look at your home and family life. There will be 2 eclipses in your home and family sector in 2022, and the first is a lunar eclipse on May the 15th, 16th, and it will affect the fixed signs most specifically. And of course, those are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. You may want to focus on challenges in your home life or your family relationship and focus your intention on dealing with them and getting past them. Existing challenges can be highlighted with this eclipse, so it's important to work them out. This can help you grow closer with your family and create a home environment that is more comfortable and supportive for you. The second is a solar eclipse on October the 25th, and this has a great energy for opportunities with home and family. It affects Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, as well as the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Most specifically, the eclipses align very closely with Venus. If you want to know more about those, I will do separate videos on each eclipse. The second eclipse on the 25th, though, highlighting your home especially. If you've been wanting to move house or make changes in your home or your living situation, this is the time to do it, and you will feel more secure afterwards. After all, Leo's home is their castle, and if you aren't happy where you live, then your entire world feels off. You may also spend more time with your family during this time, so plan a party or get together at your home and share your optimistic attitude. So Leo, let's look at your career. Pluto remains in your work sector all year long, and you may begin the year thinking about what changes you need to make in your career and how you can streamline your business. This will be a year you get serious about what you love and what you dislike about your career. Once you do, you'll likely move forward quickly with much needed changes. This is also the year where your hard work from the past 5 years pays off. And I'm not saying you'll have the Midas touch, but close. If you really commit to something this year, there's a very good chance you'll be successful, no matter what the new project entails. Uranus also remains in your career sector all year long, and Ceres starts 2022 in the sector in January, adding to the professional focus that will lend its energy. So this is a time when you start really thinking about not just what's working and what you dislike about your career, but where you see it evolving. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years? And if it's not where you are right now is the time to make those changes and pursue opportunities that will really help you progress on that road. Mars is in your career sector from July to mid-August, and you can be extra driven and ambitious during this time and wanting to really up your achievements. I think that it will push you a little bit harder, not that you don't work enough as it is, but I think it will push you harder, and because of that, you will start seeing almost immediate success. And we also have 2 eclipses occurring in this sector in 2022, a solar eclipse on April the 30th and a lunar eclipse on November the 8th. We will focus on opportunities that come along during the solar eclipse, and then by the lunar eclipse, you will be reaping the rewards. The April eclipse is the second in a Taurus-Scorpio set that began in November of 2021, with the lunar eclipse in Taurus. It's the first solar eclipse in Taurus in the set. An eclipse set along the Taurus-Scorpio axis most recently occurred from 2012 to 2014. Before that, it was from 2003 and 2004. So consider where you were during this time and what lessons you were going through to better understand this energy. And of course, with an eclipse, the effects can be felt up to 6 months after the actual date of the eclipse, although some will start even larger cycles. And as I say, we'll talk more about them as we get closer to them. With Jupiter influencing your chart for the first 9 months of the year, you may experience huge financial gains. March through May and August through September will be trying months in general for you, and you should plan downtime during this time. Don't change jobs or launch new products during this time, as the energy will be trying, but instead rest and practice self-care. After September, you will have a great idea or a couple of great ideas that can bring in lots of money. Listen, plan, and execute these ideas. Leos working in the arts will be noticed and celebrated in June. International acclaim may open up many new doors for your career, and you may soon be seeing lots of new opportunities and some unexpected wealth. December, we see a new job offer, and it's up to you if you want to take it, but it appears to be favorable with long-term results. Now, let's look at your wealth sector. With Jupiter influencing your chart for the first 9 months of the year, you may experience huge financial gains. So it puts you in the right place at the right time as well. But as I said earlier, you need to be open to changes, especially in the arts and politics. The old ways may no longer work, but you will be inspired. Just remain confident and listen to your intuition. This is a year to correct past financial mistakes as well. Take responsibility for your finances and get real with your money goals. If you're thinking about purchasing a house or real estate, this is more the year to sell than buy, but it's a good time to save for big purchases. Ceres is then in your money sector late September to mid-December, and this will bring in new wealth, and ideas for investing and saving now seem really important. You can focus on making better financial decisions and find new ways to improve your financial situation. And I think you're going to be less impulsive in 2022 when it comes to impulse buys or big ticket luxury items. You will earn more money in 2022 than you did in 21, but you'll need to save for the upcoming years. And as I said, also really think about those impulsive purchases. Is it an investment or is it just a whim? Are you spending too much money on other people? I think all of those things will be questions that you ask yourself as you come to terms with money. I would suggest that you reward yourself with a nice birthday present or something nice for your home, but don't break the bank doing it. You still should use common sense and not put everything into, say, crypto or the housing market, but with a strong plan, you can make major financial gains in 2022. If you're selling your home or a real estate investment, put it on the market early in the year and expect it to move quickly as the housing shortage will continue. Investments will pay well But as I said, always be careful of how much you invest and for how long. Timing is everything. Now let's look at your love sector. We begin 2022, Mars is in your love sector. So the year kicks off with you thinking about love and past relationships. You'll be more loving and affectionate and want to spend more time with those you love. As single Leos will be open to meeting new people and having new adventures. But there's also a Mercury retrograde mid-January in your relationship sector. So you may focus more on reconnecting with an old flame. And guess what? There's a good chance that a ghost from the past will show back up. It's not only you thinking about them, they too are thinking about you. Whether or not you continue the relationship is up to you. But there was a reason it didn't work out. Partnered Leos focus on their relationship and celebrate what brought them together as we begin the year. With Saturn in your love sector all year, you're more optimistic about love. Past and present lessons come forward too. You've worked through a lot of the past relationship karma over the last few years, and now you feel those relationship burdens have lifted. You're much more serious about your partner and your relationship. January through March, you're thinking about love. Late February is going to be a good time for Leos to meet new admirers and have fun on dates. By March, you could be busy every weekend with someone special. July, we see you may have 2 new admirers that are becoming serious. You may have to make a decision as if both are wanting an exclusive relationship. There is a slight chance of a proposal in 2022, but you really aren't looking for a major commitment this year. You're thinking about love, you're thinking about relationships, but you're not quite ready to tie the knot yet, and that's fine. For partnered Leos, your relationships are energized with all the forward progress that you're making this year. Just remember to be present with your partner and you will see amazing growth in this sector too. You may be a lot more open to forming stronger emotional and spiritual bonds with your partner. You're taking your relationship much more seriously now, and because of that, the relationship is thriving. It's still wise to set time aside to be with your significant other and spend time together. Make sure that they know how much they actually mean to you. Problems from the past will come up only because there's a chance that people from the past may suddenly show back up. Communication is key, and as long as your partner feels secure, they shouldn't worry, because those people are just merely popping up to say hello and testing the waters, and then they'll be gone quickly. This is a year I think that your relationships strengthen. So let's look at travel. Travel looks like it's going to be better than it was in 2021, but not exceptional. Avoid traveling during the beginning of August, as it is a time when you're going to be more accident prone. Travel during Mercury retrograde is never a good idea. Leo is ready for adventure on a grand scale. Unfortunately, that may not be possible in 2022, but you can still have fun close to home. If we look at your spiritual life, Neptune is in your intimacy sector all year long, and this translates into you desiring a more spiritual connection with your partner and people in general. You will also be more reconnected spiritually with your ancestors and explore your own ancestral magic and trauma, as many people are beginning a spiritual journey because they feel that organized religion failed them in 2022. We're going to see a lot of people trying out different types of spiritual or religious practices, kind of mixing and matching that. I think that's what we're going to be looking at. I think that you too are going to be craving a stronger connection to the universe. So if I had to sum up this year, I would say it's going to be financially rewarding. I think that there will be some lessons around your temperament and how you express emotions. I think that it's going to be a time when you need to really get clear about what you want with your career, with your finances, where you want to be, do you want to move? You need to get clear on those things and then work towards them, because the universe is ready to serve them up to you, but you just have to be clear on what you want. This will be a year of cosmic magic with lessons around letting go, ego, and insecurities as well. I think committed Leos will become closer to their partners if they will open up and they will share more of themselves. As you focus more on the positive rather than the negative outcome, you'll also see the universe delivers better than you could have ever dreamed of, Leo. This is a pivotal year for you and a year of massive personal gains. Overall, a very good year and a year that you won't forget. I hope you enjoyed this little mini reading. Leave your birthday and let's look for Leo twins out there, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and let's thank the patrons for making this video possible. And if you haven't, why not consider becoming a patron? Stay tuned for the next video. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.